The questions are being raised about a new position in state government to aid nonprofit organizations in need. Spotlight on Maryland's Gary Collins spoke with one long operating nonprofit which has been fighting for state funding but has repeatedly been denied.
Help needs help.
Marlo Hargrove and Archie Lee, leaders of the Freedom Advocates Celebrating Ex-Offenders, or FACE for short, have worked together for more than 22 years at the West Baltimore nonprofit. They found it.
Is anybody grateful that God has woke us up this morning? Just say, thank you, Lord.
Hargrove still begins every outreach with unpaid volunteers with a prayer that they may fully serve those coming home from prison and the most vulnerable in the community. The nonprofit relies on a couple dozen private donors for its funding.
We thank you for allowing us to not beg, but to build. We thank you that it is not about income, but it is about impact. And we want to continue to impact the people, Lord, as you have called us to do.
Filed as an emergency bill, the Maryland General Assembly passed a law during the 2025 legislative session, creating a new position called a nonprofit navigator through the Maryland Department of Commerce. The new position, which was set to be hired by July 1st, 2025, was to help organizations like FACE secure state funding to keep its doors open. A state navigator, nonprofit navigator reached out to your organization to help you?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We have submitted numerous grant proposals only to get responses back. You're doing phenomenal work. Keep up the great work.
Lee, who is responsible for FACE's programming while also holding a full-time job elsewhere, echoed Hargrove's concerns.
We continue to do what we do because we believe in what we do. We have that compassion and empathy and sympathy to do what we do. We all our brother's keeper.
We took questions about the creation of a nonprofit navigator to Maryland Delegate Mark Fisher in Annapolis, who fought against the creation of the position. Why do you think that some nonprofits are receiving funding while others are not?
I think the nonprofits that are receiving funding are connected to Annapolis. They're connected to the governor. They're connected to the Democrat Party, of course, the majority party, because the Democrat Party uses nonprofits often to employ people.
Delegate Fisher offered an amendment to the Nonprofit Navigator bill so that organizations staffed only by volunteers would get priority and eliminated navigator help for nonprofits that provide a total annual compensation exceeding $50,000 to any salaried employee. Fisher's amendment was rejected unanimously by House Democrats. We were not able to find who is currently employed as the nonprofit navigator. Do you know?
It's all opaque. We don't know who the nonprofit navigator is. We don't know how much money the nonprofit navigator is giving to nonprofits. We don't know who is getting the money. It's all about the grift. It's all about making sure the nonprofit executives make a lot of money off of taxpayer money rather than actually delivering to the people they're supposed to be serving.
To be blessed, man.
Meanwhile, back in West Baltimore, as dozens of residents who rely on FACE's limited resources line the streets, its leaders recall how their nonprofit was founded.
So being shot, stabbed, pistol whipped, robbed, left for dead, we decided there was something else more that we had to do because that lifestyle had consumed us, that you get sick and tired of getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. With some of the programs, and there are many, but not many reliable programs. And we have been reliable without the funding, but we do need supportive funding and other like-minded people who can help us galvanize and get a hold of our youth, get a hold so our city people can feel safe and not just aligning our pockets.
We will continue to press for answers. I'm Gary Collins with Spotlight on Maryland.
Hours ago, a spokesperson for the Maryland Department of Commerce responded to Spotlight on Maryland saying the position was filled yesterday on September 24th by an individual who has a background in program management and process improvement for grants. They previously worked for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, end quote. The emergency bill specified the intent of the Maryland General Assembly that the navigator position would be filled by July 1st.